So we have a minor league baseball playoffs update for high A and single A. Triple A has 13 games left. Double A has 7. So let's take a look at it. So championship game 1, obviously Everett Eugene playing at 9:35 Eastern. They had the Northwest League does not have enough teams to do a division series and a championship series. And they don't really go by divisions in the Northwest League. So they're playing game 1 in their championship series. It's a best of 5. The division series are best of 3, and then best of 3 for the championship. And the championship is your league championship. You don't have an overall champion because they have 3 leagues in high A and single A and double A, so they can't do an overall league championship. So it's West Michigan Lake County at 6:35 Eastern. 7:05 Eastern is Cedar Rapids and Beloit on Tuesday. Brooklyn and that's the Midwest League, Northwest League. And then you have the other league. Brooklyn has not been decided, and Bowling Green has not been decided yet. And then the game 2, the second half team hosts on game 1. First, or for game second half team hosts game 1. The first half team hosts games 2 and 3 on Thursday, Friday. Then on Wednesday, for the Northwest League game, the first half team hosts game or second half team hosts games 1 and 2 on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, Saturday, Sunday is games 3, 4, and 5 for the second half team. Or the first half team host, excuse me, my bad. That's Everett Eugene at 9:35 Eastern. High A. And the Division Series game 2, it's Lake County, West Michigan at 6:35 Eastern. Who plays Brooklyn in their half of the division at 6:40 Eastern. Bowling Green half is at 7:35 Eastern. And Double A Cedar Rapids half is at 7:35 Eastern. And then for high A we have on the 12th. We have Eugene Everett at 4:05 Eastern. If necessary, Lake County, West Michigan at 6:35 Eastern. The Brooklyn game at 6:40 Eastern. 7:35 Bowling Green game at 7:35. Cedar Rapids game. And then is Everett Eugene at 10:05 Eastern Saturday. And 7:05 Eastern for game 5 of the championship series. And then single Tuesday we have some games. We have Lakeland Clearwater in the division series already said, so the Florida State League, Lakeland Clearwater at 6:30 Eastern on Tuesday. 6:05 Carolina League, Lynchburg, Fredericksburg. That's going to be a featured game on MILB Zone Network on the MILB channel on Bally Sports. Because it's single A playoffs. I believe that is, or it's Columbia or Beach, one of the two. I believe it's, and then it's St. Lucie Daytona at 6:30 Eastern in the Florida State League. In the Carolina League, it's Columbia Myrtle Beach, which is North South Carolina, 7:05 Eastern. And the California League is at 9, which teams in California, 9:05 Eastern, Rancho Cucamonga and Inland Empire. And San Jose and Fresno. And then the 11th is Daytona at St. Lucie, 6:10 Eastern. Fredericksburg, Lynchburg, 6 Eastern. Lake Clearwater, Lakeland, 6 Eastern. Rancho Cucamonga, 7:05 Eastern. 9:30 Eastern, Fresno, San Jose, and La Rancho Cucamonga. Then and if necessary, 5 Eastern, Fredericksburg, Lynchburg. Daytona, St. Lucie at 6:10. 6:30 Lakeland, Clearwater, Lakeland. 7:05 Myrtle Beach, Columbia. 9:30 Fresno, San Jose. 9:30 also in La Rancho Cucamonga. And then for Double A, we can take a look at the Double A standings right here. And the Triple A for the second half, so Scranton looks for 3.5 ahead of Syracuse. And then they'll take on and then that's division. Maybe they go by league in Triple A. So they show 3.5 at Syracuse, who would take on Jacksonville. Now in the Pacific Coast League, there are 6. Tacoma 6 have second row, 13 to go. And then in Eastern League for Double A, Bingman in the divisions, it's Somerset with 7 to go. Somerset is 2.5 ahead of Hartford. And then Altoona is 6 Altoona is 5.5 ahead of Richmond. So 7-0. So it depends on this week's series. So if Altoona beats Richmond, Altoona will clinch a playoff spot. With only 6 to go and 6.5 back, they cannot clinch the top spot. In the Southern League, it is with 7.5 to go. Birmingham will clinch the playoff spot with a win over, not with the, they already clinched it actually, 7.5 back, so they'd be a half game back. So, not Birmingham does take the Southern League North to play Chattanooga. Montgomery is 6 ahead of Pensacola. So if Montgomery wins, they'll pretty much be in. They're pretty much almost in anyways, but Pensacola loses one, and just any game of their next so many, they're out pretty much. They're out, so. And then Texas League, Wichita had 8-game winning streak, and they lost the second game of doubleheader on Thursday. They lost Friday, Saturday, so they're 3, which I did, so now they're, put themselves 3 back of Tulsa. The second half spot, but still things can change. And then when win over Tulsa would help Wichita greatly. And then Amarillo is 5.5 back. Amarillo is 5.5 ahead of Frisco, so maybe not today, but it'll be maybe a little bit next week. It'll be next week sometime. That happens. In the South Atlantic League, the teams have not been decided. Yet, Hub City has to win over Rome. If Hub City wins, it does not matter if Greenville beats Winston-Salem. Actually, Greenville is playing a doubleheader against Winston-Salem, though. So, Greenville. Hub City has to beat Greenville. Hub City has to win today. And then if the tiebreakers, if Greenville wins both games of the doubleheader, Greenville could leapfrog Hub City playing on tiebreakers. And then Greensboro has to win over Hudson Valley today. Whoever wins between Greensboro and Hudson Valley will get in the South Atlantic League North to play Brooklyn. And then if Hub City has to beat Rome and hope Greenville loses in both games of doubleheader. Loses one game of doubleheader, not both. So let's go to double. I'm pretty sure double A, one of the leagues already locked up for double A. We're 16th. Yeah, no, not technically, but yeah, let's take a look at high A. Yep, so Winston-Salem did beat Greenville. Is being Greenville game 1 of a header 9-2, so looks like it's going to be Hub City taking that. Hub City could lose though. And then Greenville guys could take but that's a good start for Hub City though. And see him winning game 1. Win game 1 most likely. And the Hub City just has to win. Hub City wins, it doesn't matter what happens in the second game. If Hub City loses and Greenville wins game 2, then things might change. And then Greensboro Hudson Valley winner goes to the playoffs. Loser is eliminated.